that title. The what Fox News and Newsmax and all these conservative talking heads are. They're good at promoting BS. You know that.
Yeah.
Like all last week, they're talking crap about Taylor Swift. And I'm saying, why is Fox News and Newsmax talking about Taylor Swift? Oh, she had a thing coming out this week. It was free publicity for her Disney documentary that came out this week.
That's I don't see how it's relevant to like what they're just historically known for coverage of. I mean, it's like I think they're scouting around really frantic looking
Well,
for something.
no, it seems like they're all in the same bed together. If
Well,
you think about it, they're always talking about the View,
mhm.
which nobody watches. Who cares what Whoopi Goldberg thinks? The average
No,
person doesn't. And you think
Sunny.
about even Fox News's reach or Newsmax's reach, it's minuscule.
Yeah.
Or CNN or anything like that. Fox News is the top leading one.
Yeah, but
But
okay,
nobody
so
cares
what
what
did
they watch.
they get like 2,000 or 2 million, 3 million
Views.
viewers a night? That's nothing.
Yeah, compared to some of the podcasters will get 10, 15, 20 million.
You
with a
got
lot less
Tucker
budget.
Carlson,
Yeah.
yeah, getting millions and millions of views
Like
on
it kept-
everything he does, and but what I'm saying is, it seems like the views might be paying them money. Taylor Swift might be paying them money for it's like free advertisement.
It's definitely manipulation, and that's what the press in this country, especially, has been known for. We never had an honest press. We never have.
No,
No, I mean, people say, "Oh, the day by my day they did this." Like Walter Cronkite, he was like, he just talked about the news. No, he didn't. You weighed in on him quite once. I know, really bad. So I mean, he stepped outside the boundary and stuff. He penetrated the fourth wall, basically.
but
So-
Mike Lindell's running for governor of Minnesota. You would think that they would be all over that and be talking about it. They barely even mention the My Pillow guy.
Right.
They barely even mention it. And also, he may have a chance of actually being the next governor of Minnesota. But Fox News barely covers
reporting
him at all.
No, because it's like I think they got their. Oh, we can't believe they're running this person, so we're going to ignore it. So maybe everybody else will ignore it, and it's probably effective to a degree. It really is.
But I think
Well, every news station's like that. They pick their truth and they pick their winners and they pick their losers all right up.
But I already picked my winner and my loser, and both Fox News and Newsmax are on my loser list, along with CNN. I don't
Well,
watch them for anything.
I do
wa-
watch the I
Why?
do like watching the five
Why?
because I like listening to.
It's what they
Gutfeld
think. They talk about stupid things. They're probably talking about Vanity Fair. Nobody cares about pictures of
this.
Donald Trump
or
being
the
taken
chief.
out of focus or up close. Do you?
No, I didn't care about that. I didn't care about anything about Vanity Fair. I don't care about
Okay.
what I like about. You know what I do? I don't even watch it. I don't even watch Fox News. What I do is I watch it on YouTube because I can pick what I can pick or choose what I want to see.
I think that's what everybody does, and I think that's the best thing that ever happened, that we got detached from that little
Yep.
black box in our living room.
Yeah,
Right.
because nowadays you can get so many. I mean, I get news sources. I use news sources from politically aligned groups I don't really agree with, but at least they're covering for another perspective that I wouldn't hear.
I've even watched Young Turks.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, some of the stuff I like. Anna.
Well, he's not that bad. I forget what his name is.
Sink, I think.
He's not that bad.
No, he's not. I mean, he is.
I
He's,
would rather watch him and get
I like
what he thinks from the left out of somebody from the left's mouth than listen to little teeny tiny midget ass Gutfeld tell me what he thinks of him.
right.
I don't care what Gutfeld thinks of people.
See, I think Gutfeld's part of that. He's part of the elite
He
that's
is.
always been around.
Oh my God!
the
Did you
media.
see how he was slobbing the knob for Ukraine because his wife is Ukraine?
Oh yeah, see, I mean, it's they got a dog in the fight, and they're going to have to make sure they can
No,
present
but
it.
he was all in on Ukraine.
Yeah, I mean, and another thing is too. I mean, it's like you got to kind of dismiss that they're elites. They are so entrenched, intermarried.
Oh, he's
It's-
been nothing but left wing magazines all of his life. I'm talking about
Until-
Greg Gutfeld,
Yeah.
and
I
then
got
all of
the
a
box.
sudden he finds out that his bread and butter's buttered on the Republican side. Now he loves Trump and he loves everything that's Republican.
Typical neocon in some ways too. Yeah,
He
that's,
is.
he's a very typical
well,
neocon.
but here's the other side. Look at where the girl from Caitlin, the girl from CNN. She's that one reporter from CNN.
She's so relevant you can't even remember her
right,
name.
and that's the truth. And she used to be one of the hardcore Republicans guys, and reporters. She used to work for the Republican side. Now she's over on the left side. So it's like they switch back.
But
and
that's
forth.
another reason why I don't watch Fox News or or Newsmax.
Okay, now you know what? You've been around longer, and I don't know how much you were playing news back in the '90s, but early 2000s. But wasn't Joseph Scarborough considered a right winger at one
He
time?
was, he was
Yes.
a
Yeah.
Republican.
Yeah.
I think he was. I don't
was
remember
a
if he was in the
congressman.
House or the Senate.
He was a congressman.
Was he a senator?
No, he's a congressman.
And now
Well,
he's
they're all congressmen.
No, he was a
No.
his house.
there was a House member. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But
right.
I thought everybody was a congressman.
No, he was either senator or congressman.
Yeah, that's where they refer to. Actually, I
They're a
guess
representative.
they're representative. They're
They're
probably
not
the-
a congressman refers to everybody that's there is in Congress. So they're all congressmen.
But
They're either
He's in the House.
representatives or they're senators.
Right.
he's a
See,
representative.
that's an interesting thing you did bring it up, and I mean, I'm going to do some more investigation there. But see, the term Congress was supposed to mean both houses,
It does
I
mean
mean,
both houses.
but no, but it's like, to isolate it, you're supposed to say the House, the House and the Senate, the House and the Senate,
House and Senate.
Right,
That's
the
why you
House.
say representatives
right?
and
Senators,
senators.
Right, so he was.
But they are all congressmen.
That's
he
right.
was rep.
But see, very few people nowadays know that.
Well, I do.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. See, there's the term gets blurred, and that's distinction is significant, and it's blurred on most people.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to blur it this time. He was on the House side. He was a representative.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not. I'm speaking of just he was side point. I mean, I think it was really interesting that.
Like he was Republican.
Yeah.
For the whole time when it was
Right.
supposed to be.
But
that time.
like I said, they told us that I was watching them, but they told us that they were bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, the talking heads on the right they try to tell everybody what to watch and what's bad and what's good. That's why I like Tucker Carlson, because he's sort of in between.
yeah, because he's gone after both sides, and I mean, and all these now they're saying, oh, when he's going to bet, he's taking his money from Qatar or what? Oh my
So
God!
are we,
So-
Trump said that the Qatar is a
We took a plane.
what's
took an
that
airplane
word?
from
What's
him?
that word that we like to call Israel?
ally,
An ally.
Yeah, yeah.
He did say that. He called him an ally.
So it's like, and it's like, yes, if our president is taking it, which is stupid, he should not be taking that. But anyway,
What?
the airplane, we shouldn't be taking it from Qatar. I mean, you don't think they're going to be stocking it with all
Why?
kinds of surveillance?
Why
stuff?
he
Yeah,
didn't?
I do.
He didn't
That thing's gonna
take
be
it. The
stripped down.
United States took it.
That thing's
He
gonna be
didn't
stripped.
take it.
Well, and that's what I'm talking about. In the United States, should
Wait,
take it.
that plane's gonna be stripped down all the way to the metal of the thing.
I don't know. I just think I don't trust it. I'm sorry. I look a gift horse in the mouth. So okay, I do. I don't trust
I would
it.
rather take it from Qatar than take it from Israel.
Well, yeah, well, they're not,
Israel probably have bombs in it that would blow up.
yeah, like,
Well,
pagers.
remember, they gave pagers out to blow up.
Well, they thought that was
maybe they give airplanes out.
I had a friend of mine thought that
But-
was hilarious, and I think that's a horrifying thing, And they were in the people's possession for 3 or 4 years. Some of those pagers were before they detonated.
Anywhere else, there would have been terrorism.
That would be, well, see, the thing is, they can't say much. Israel is the one that pioneered tactics of terrorism back when they tried to get the British out of the Holy Land. Okay, so they're ridiculous. They're self-righteous. I mean, they forget their own past. We can't.
Anyway,
Yeah.
back to relevance and irrelevance of news reporting.
Yeah, can we get off
Okay.
Israel fighting, please?
But Israel's reported like they're relevant.
Yeah. How relevant are they to us?
Not at all.
No, we
I
that's
mean, as a country, no, they produce nothing.
nothing we need.
They have no army, no standing army. They have no air force. They have nothing that could back us up in war.
No big navy. They don't have like aircraft carriers or anything that could help us
Nothing.
out. Nothing. I mean, they don't.
Aren't they? They're landlocked, aren't they?
Well,
Yeah,
pretty much.
a
They're
little bit.
a little bit. They have those little excursion boats or whatever they can run things on.
And
But
they're going to help in a naval battle.
yeah, it's like little tugboats, like showing up. Now, we don't choose our allies well. It's like anybody who likes us, we'll take them. We'll give you millions of dollars.
No,
to be our
we're
friend.
told that they're our allies. The average person knows that they're not.
Yeah, that's
And there's nothing. First of all, there's nothing wrong with Israel being a country.
no.
Nobody cares. I don't care about that.
They have a right to exist.
Right to exist and
That's-
function, but I don't think that we should be their big brother.
No.
We shouldn't be the big guy that comes in to get them out of trouble all the time.
George Washington said in his farewell address, never make permanent alliances for political alliances. Never make them. Because the ones that he knew that. I mean, he was like, this is 200 some years ago, and he realized that. I mean, he was obvious. He's well educated. He knew that you can't say, this is my friend, my lifelong. You can't do that with nations. It's ridiculous. It's an abstraction. It's bizarre.
If we followed what the founding fathers did, we would be out of every country and would be
Well,
smart.
it didn't start
And we'd be smart.
until all the the lawyers got involved with everything,
Yeah.
and that's why a stupid pamphlet on anything that you buy on the internet's like 3 pages
Right.
thick of BS is because of all these lawyers that sued these companies.
You have to have all these stupid little bylines to tell you what could, it could be hot if you drink that coffee because of that one person who decided to put coffee between their legs and squeeze it at a McDonald's. Seriously, you ordered a hot coffee. You
Well,
didn't know it's
no,
going to be
I
hot.
understand the person that did get burned. There was no that coffee was
Way beyond.
that person got really
Come
really
on, you
tore
got a
up.
hot coffee. You ordered a hot coffee.
But you don't expect it to be scalding and give you third degree burns.
You don't put it between your legs.
Well, no, but what if you would have put it up to his mouth
Well,
and drank it?
Well, you just don't.
Then he just burned his lips and his tongue and everything. So what's the difference?
Okay,
You-
you blow it. You kind of test.
No,
it.
dude, you don't have somebody scalding hot coffee.
No, okay, but the thing
And
is,
that's
came
what
out
it
of the
was all
machine.
about. And the coffee shouldn't have been that hot that it was going to burn skin.
No, it's
Yeah, it's like the optimal temperature is like what 120, 125. It shouldn't have been that hot. I mean, one time a guy came here, he was doing a show, and he had a bad mark right here, like right on his chin. It was from the cheese he did from a pizza. He was at a pizzeria, and it came out scalding hot, blood, and he got bit on, the stuff that hangs
Yeah.
over, burned him. I mean, it was bad, visible
Got
wound,
30
man.
burns.
But
Really
you can't
bad.
say that person was dumb because how many times have you
Yeah.
put coffee or a drink between your legs to get through the drive-through just to put it somewhere?
But especially back when we were talking when it happened, they didn't have truck.
And yeah, a lot of cars didn't have cup holders,
It was like-
things
no,
back
I
in the
agree
day.
with that. But the thing is that if you put your coffee between your legs, you
Okay, the
know that you
person
don't
hands
sue
you
the
coffee
person.
like this, and you grab it and you put it there.
Okay, but do you actually don't think that you should take the thought that you put it
The
between your
lid,
legs?
how do we know the lid was put on correctly?
that's right, too.
Maybe if the lid was put on correctly, it wouldn't have
But
happened.
Steve, here's the thing.
No, I'm not going to argue it because you weren't there and I wasn't there, and I'm not going to call somebody who got screwed up dumb.
It was pretty
I'm
bad.
not calling them dumb. I'm just saying you kind of got to take your own responsibility. Sometimes you do have to take responsibility for your own actions.
No, you have a reasonable person expects when you hand them a cup of coffee that it's not going to be scalding.
Ask them for
Scalding.
lukewarm.
No, it was all they did everything that was too hot.
Okay.
So yeah, I always thought that I was mocking it first when it first happened. And I had a friend of mine saying he worked at a restaurant and he said, well, they had it up set higher. He worked at McDonald's. He said they set theirs up way higher than they're supposed to, for the
Why?
Well, I don't know why they did, but they did.
And plus, it burns the coffee.
Yeah, it makes it really.
Because as a coffee connoisseur that you don't boil coffee.
No, you
And
don't.
You don't get it because what are they called? The releases the
Oxygen?
bitterness
that
that makes coffee taste burnt at a certain temperature.
I can't
It
remember.
starts with the T, but
Terpenes?
terpenes.
Terpenes, I think it's called, isn't it, or something like that?
I don't know, but it releases that bitter burnt flavor at a certain
Right.
temperature.
Well,
Even when you're making coffee on the stove with these, what's that one where it's like a powder, the Turkish coffee.
Turkish coffee, yeah.
There's a certain temperature you want it at, or the same thing will happen.
Yeah, I mean,
you bring it up, you bring it down, you bring it up, you bring it down until it.
just because it's really intense.
But with that one, you better have a whole cup of sugar right beside it. But the whole thing is that if you burn the beans, it's going to be burnt all the way through it.
That's my experience at Starbucks. I always thought it tasted burnt.
Well, that's
Well, it is
what Arabic? No, what is the coffee?
Arabica?
Arabica.
Arabica.
I think it's all of it
Arabica
because you
bean.
remember when McDonald's went to their fufu one, that tasted the same as
But Arabica
Starbucks for a minute.
Arabica beans does not taste burnt if you do it
No,
right.
to me, Starbucks coffee tastes burnt.
You know why it does? Because they go to the third or fourth crack when they do it. When they
You're gonna
roast
have
them.
to explain that.
Okay, so every time you roast a bean, so when you roast a bean, right, a bean's got different cracks. So if you roast it to the first crack, it's like a light roast, right? That is where you're gonna get the most nutrients. You're going to get that crack. You're going to get it. It's going to taste better. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, I like it. I like it dark roasted." You can take a light roast and be at that point, right? Because you can then roast, pull it out and everything. You go to a second crack, you're okay. You still have as much nutrients. You go to a third crack, you burnt that bean, and all that bean is oil.
Mm.
Then because you've let go of all the nutrients, there's no more
But
nutrients
why
left.
do they do that?
Because-
People swear by Starbucks.
No, you know why they do that? Is
No.
because they basically do that because it's no longer any more of a bean. And so therefore the first and the second crack, you've got about 6 weeks, about 6 months
Oh, it
left.
can last longer?
Yeah, this one the
But
beans already
still,
gone.
there's
and
people
it's-
that would die for Starbucks.
they don't die for Starbucks. They don't die for the they don't
Yeah, I know people that only like Starbucks coffee.
That's all they'll eat, drink.
but
That's all they drink, and
because
they
they
swear
die
by
for
it.
they die for that
They-
symbol. And
They
die
die for that burnt taste that
Yeah.
I don't like and John doesn't like.
right, but they die for that taste because they feel like they're drinking real coffee.
'Cause
No, these people love that coffee.
No, but they feel like that they're drinking that burnt feeling.
I've never had anybody saying I'm drinking Starbucks because it's real coffee.
because
They
it's-
say I'm drinking Starbucks because I like the taste.
I think it's just this is snob appeal. Basically, I'm drinking Starbucks. That's what it is. That's it. That's all it
Most of
is.
people who drink Starbucks, that's what they're drinking it for.
Was it-
No,
you-
I just know people that love Starbucks.
Over the earlier conversation we had over at 810 Munchies, we're talking about 8 o'clock coffee. And I remember saying that I drink a pot of coffee made from 8 o'clock. And I said, then I was saying just the other day before that, I had some from Starbucks. And I went, I prefer 8 o'clock coffee. Well, a few months later, there was research done and blind taste tests and stuff like that. More people preferred 8 o'clock coffee over
Oh, yeah.
Starbucks because it is a better coffee. It's
Well, I
much
told
cheaper.
you I grabbed some because it was cheaper, and
Right.
now it's my new favorite.
It's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
It's
It's really,
the breakfast blend,
it's really good.
because I'm a wimp. I can't do that dark stuff.
No, all of my stuff is done from our breakfast blend that
Yeah.
we do, and I won't do anything else but our breakfast.
Now, which
blend.
country do you source yours from? Your beans usually? Can't tell.
Secret,
Secret? I can't tell. Okay.
but
No, I'll tell you. I will tell you this. It's from 6 different countries,
Okay. Okay.
but it's all from 6 different, like Guatemalan. I'll tell you, it's from there. It's from Brazilian. It's all from Arabic and Colombian.
Yeah.
So it's basically.
go ahead.
It's basically where you get all the stuff that McDonald's and everyone else gets their beans from.
Oh,
We all use the same beans.
but Kona coffee is my absolute favorite.
Oh yeah, Cologne's beautiful.
That's a good coffee. I mean, we're very limited in production. Though. Is it very limited because it's just Hawaii?
Hawaii is huge.
I know, but they don't seem to produce
But-
much. That
But Japan owns 99% of all that.
okay.
That coffee that comes out of there. So you have to buy it from distributors from there.
I had a friend of mine. I knew her from online, and I was like helping her make contact with friends of hers here because she couldn't call long distance. And a thank you gift, she sent me a package, and the package was a bag of coffee that came from the Philippines.
Mhm.
Not known for coffee production really. And it was all beans, so I had to grind it up. Some of the best coffee I ever had.
Mhm.
I mean, it's like it had a flavor to it. I could never
If
I
you
could
think
replace.
the Philippines they're huge.
Right,
It's a
yeah.
huge country.
Like 10,000, 20,000
They
islands.
have
something like that.
different. I mean,
I have friends of mine over there that I try to get beans from them to send to me, green beans.
Yeah, because this was like her family started a coffee plantation essentially in our operation, and it wasn't. They didn't think they'd be able to make it, so they're
I
just
mean,
keeping
but
it
look
local.
when we go to the Filipino store like once every 2 or 3 weeks,
Right.
look at all the brands of coffee they have in there.
Yeah, they're big. I mean, they're big. They love coffee. Everybody loves coffee. We do. I mean, we have several things we think are like the stellar ones, and the other ones they would ignore. I mean, that's probably interesting to do a whole show about his coffees. Basically.
I have a friend of mine that actually lived here. He was over here for a long time, and he lives over there. He said that he was tired. It is so inexpensive to live in the Philippines right now.
It's like, yeah, because you could buy it. I guess now non-Filipinos can actually purchase property there where they had been prohibited before.
Right.
Yeah, but I think you still should have a Filipino on board if you're doing a business or something like that. But
No, actually,
they don't have to do that.
no.
They used to have that restriction.
But actually, what he said is like for $1,000 is equal to about in his eyes now. I don't know if it's 100% true because he never has been good with money, but he says like 1,000 is like equal to about 50,000 in America.
Yeah, because
I don't know. I think it's more like 2,500.
I don't know.
all I know is it's like when I sent
All I know is it's a lot of different exchange.
I've seen with these people what they live on, and they live decent lives with what we consider to be out below poverty level, and they're living good lives. For
Right.
the amount
Well,
of
they're
money.
not taxed to that.
No, they're not. That's exactly it. I mean, we're going to be taxed 30%, 40% right out of the gate. If you got your paperwork filed from the IRS, that's what they don't want you to feel the
If you
pain.
think about it, Our country has usury.
Well, that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's like they take our money,
You
they
tell
use
me
it.
you tell me 35%, 38% on a $2,000 loan is not usury?
No, I'm not going to tell you that.
We
I already
that's
did.
allowed. That's like in a credit card. Remember, credit cards used to be like 6, 7%.
Right, and that
Credit cards are now, I think, 24% is the
29,
going
30.
rate.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes 90, 29, and 30 even. I've
And
heard.
there's only 3 credit card companies.
I mean, it's like,
It's sort of crazy that we have
We have monopolies now.
monopolies on credit cards. So only certain companies can, and they make deals for like Walmart. They'll lower the price for Walmart, and they'll raise the price for someone small like you,
Mhm.
as
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah.
Walmart. And I'm not saying
No. They will. They'll kill us. in
they'll make it
prices.
up on the little guy
yeah.
and let the big guy have a break.
Yeah,
Well,
and they'll sit there and
What sense does that make?
It doesn't.
It's basically barriers into entry of, field.
Well,
Fuels.
if Congress were worth the shit,
Which they're not.
they would be looking into that one. They would be looking into the credit cards. They would be looking into the lumber distributors, and they would be looking into beef, chicken, and pork distributors.
Yes, I mean, there shouldn't be about 2 or 3 major producers of all these products. There should be more local. A few years ago, they were talking about local production, chicken, beef, any vegetables or whatever, because it's stupid to have it coming from just a few sources within the United States when you can pretty much grow so many of these crops damn near everywhere in the United States.
Right.
It's stupid. I mean, you can grow
Okay,
variations.
with all the money they're making on beef now, and I'm happy that the farmers are getting subsidies because they
Right.
need them.
Right.
But all the money, uh, beef hasn't come down. I mean, gas prices have come down drastically. If you look at it, we just seen $2.37,
38 cents,
38
38 cents, yeah.
38 cents. We went by a gas station where that same gas station like a year ago would have been $3 and
79 cents.
well, I don't know what's 79.
Well, they're
At,
probably
at its
60s, yeah.
height,
Yeah.
maybe a year and a half ago, maybe it was that. But it's come down like 50%.
Right.
Why? I thought that gas or fuel was attached to everything.
It is, but you got about a 6-month period between those. two.
Okay, but still, beef should have come down.
It should
It's
be
not
start
coming down.
Well,
It was. We just went to Sam's Club. It was the same price.
yeah,
It
it was
was
really-
like
even there.
$12.38 a pound for prime.
but you just started seeing gas prices within the last 2 or 3 months coming down.
No, it's not. Since last year, they've come down 50%,
Yeah, easily.
and not a lot of it hasn't been in just the last 6 months.
I would say
That's
so.
come down gradually. But then again, you see they're still playing the game where, okay, gas this week or right now is $2.37 a gallon. In a couple days, like on Friday, it's going to be back up to $3.
Mhm.
How does it jump that much?
Because the people, they're going to be traveling more. Okay, I'm going to jack it up. That's it. They think there's going to be a bigger demand for it, so they can charge a higher price for it. So I mean, but yeah, another thing is
But a
too.
50 cent, 50, almost
do that-
60-cent
They do that
jump,
60 jump.
Yeah,
every
that's a
single
big
time.
jump.
Oh, it's huge.
But do you see that? It's like a rubber band.
Well,
Like, you see how the bottom number of that rubber band
But
keeps jumping down. a
that's
little
what
bit
I never
more.
understood. You got Mobile on one side of the road, and then you got
Admiral.
Admiral on the other side of the road. Why are the prices of gas at the same? Why they don't bring? They don't. It's why do they say it's a brand when it's not?
Well, the thing is, they're trying to do is stay within the same range as each other because they don't want somebody to have, capture more of the market. But Coca-Cola and Pepsi do the same thing. I mean, they try to keep their price per unit.
I've
the same
seen
price.
that where they're the exact same price.
Yeah, exactly. I did just the other day. I ran into that one of the stores I was at, and it was
It used to be where Coke was one week was one price, Pepsi was another price the next week. Remember that?
But now they seem to be trying to keep them on because they know that it's like a win-win scenario. Like we'll keep ours the same price you keep your okay.
But that's
we both
another
profit.
thing. Why I don't understand why the
Well, it's-
bottling went up so much. Because you remember when a 1 liter of Coke was only like 89 cents. It's not that
Right.
too long ago.
No,
And now it's a
$2.29.
$1.75.
$2.29 now. pretty
No,
much.
no. Average price you can go to a $1.75 all day at the Dollar
You're
Tree.
talking about the big liter ones, right? Not
No,
the 20
I'm
ounce
talking
ones.
about the 1 liter is $1.75.
yeah, that's
It's $2.50 for the 2 liter.
Or look at cans. Though. I mean, look at the price of can. When I was in high school, that was 30 cents a can. Now it's like what, over $1?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for a
that we're
12-ounce
talking a
can.
long time ago. I'm
Yeah.
talking about since COVID.
Yeah, I mean, well, that thing
The
is,
price jump since COVID. It's made no sense within the last year or two that it's still going. Still, it should come down.
what's like what it is it's called ratcheting. When a ratcheting effect means it tightens, it's
Well,
not going to
it's
back
just like
down.
what they did to us. You compare a box of cookies to a box of cookies now to a box of cookies like 3 years ago. There's a big
Oh
difference.
yeah,
If you look at the average bag of popcorn now is like 8 ounces. Back then, remember when it was like 12 or 14 ounces?
Yeah.
well, look at bacon. I get a grab it. Most people see a package of bacon.
It used to be a pound of
A pound of
bacon.
bacon. Now it's 12, 14 ounces.
Right.
And the same price or even
I've seen
higher.
11.
Yeah. So I
But
mean,
now
it's
the price is higher.
yeah, the price is higher for a lot less. I mean, so I mean, I
They
just
still have the same size package,
right, but it's
but there's nothing in it.
right. It's like,
You got the
No, they
box.
do. If you notice, the package
Right.
is the same size.
The window's a little bit smaller, but that's about
They
Yeah,
it.
'cause-
got more advertisement space now.
Yeah.
so that's ridiculous. I mean,
The
it's
pig looks bigger.
right. The pig
That's
looks
more
big.
important.
Yeah, but it's just, but okay. I want to go transition here, but I was gonna say, what was your thoughts when you heard about Rob Reiner and his wife being murdered?
I didn't. I don't. I mean, I feel sorry for him, but I don't know. I mean, he's a human being. I mean, of course, you feel sorry.
I feel
I
bad.
It's
You
a
feel-
family.
Oh, it's-
You don't want anything that. I don't think. I don't want to cover that.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
No, I just it was
It's bad. It's sad about the
No,
mental
he's
health.
got enough bad press and different. I don't want to weigh in on that. I don't know them. You don't know them. You don't know
Right.
the struggles. And then plus, I've been involved with working mental health. I know addiction is horrible.
yeah. It's like it destroys. People don't understand that it destroys everybody around you. I mean, I grew up in the East Side. I've seen people get addicted to alcohol. I mean, that was bad enough. And then when you add the prescription drugs and then as illicit street drugs on top of that, I mean, I've seen people great
Yeah,
families
I just
destroyed.
like I said, I don't feel comfortable weighing in on that.
Okay. So anyway, but getting back to pricing and stuff like that, do you think that you think that's ever going to? I don't think it's ever going to go down. I don't think. Besides,
No,
way our
usually when government gets into your pocket, then
They never go
they
down.
don't come out.
because they love that money.
If you remember right, the taxes, the IRS taxes, right?
Right.
They were paying were supposed to only be temporarily.
Right.
They were supposed to be only temporary. This temporary has never found a temporary date.
And then they found out that war is an easy
Yep.
way to tax people, and then we became
the war
the
hung.
in war all the time.
Well, they
I
always
mean, have we never had? Has there been a time since World War One where we haven't been involved in some bullshit?
we'll get
somewhere?
one call. Look, I don't. Maybe you guys like what he's doing now in Venezuela or whatever. I don't. I don't think.
No.
I don't think. I think it's ridiculous. I
Then we
don't-
should be tight with South America.
yeah, I mean, I
They
think
should be partners with us. We should be doing everything in our power to make those countries as rich as we can make them.
yeah, because that way it would prevent them from having to come
We
here.
should be trading with them
Right.
rather than Europe.
Exactly. I
We
mean,
should be developing our own hemisphere instead of going, why do we care about Europe?
Right.
it's like there's some things we might want to find attractive from Europe. Okay, we'll buy them on occasion, but we
wouldn't it
got to
be
have a lot of
better-
areas.
Wouldn't it be better if we had better trade with South America and
lot better.
Canada and
Everybody
we had our factories? Wouldn't it be better if we had where you could go on vacation and be safe?
Yeah,
in,
that's
in
our
South
backyard.
American countries, or you could have a home in South America somewhere.
yeah. I think it'd be definitely better. I mean, it's like I think it's deliberately done. So have us against them, and I think that there's people walking with big contracts with what's going to go on now between us and Venezuela. We're going to make some. They're going to be making big money off of it.
But getting back to what I'm talking about, remember when we were kids, they were pushing Paris. Oh, you got to go to Paris. I mean, there's so many beautiful countries in South America that you could go travel.
Well, it's like there's this British guy who's on Instagram. He does an accent, but he's traveling in the United States, and he goes, Europeans always look down on Americans for not having a passport, not knowing all their language. He goes, have you seen the size of the United States? They got everything they want here. Well, just think about how much more we'll have if we have South America and Central America were now more peaceable and more easy trade and stuff like
But
that.
wouldn't that money be better spent
Here,
in South America,
Yeah.
Right.
making Mexico better, or making any one of those small countries, making it better for them?
right? Because
And especially if they want to be, because most likely they're going to be Catholic, so
Right.
they're going to have religion. and they actually have exports. So we would only be doing ourselves a favor by helping these lesser countries develop.
I think that's
Okay,
what,
so we always want to spend money. We always do. Our
Right.
country just loves to spend money.
Right.
So instead of spending money in Europe, that they already hate our guts, they look down on us. Let's spend the money in South Africa,
South America.
yeah.
and let's make that, like Steve said, it's
And
our back,
make it so they don't want to come here.
right.
Make it say, you know what? There's my lifestyle here is just as good as I got in the United States. I like to see that.
I would rather, wouldn't you rather have those billions of dollars that went to Ukraine going to
Mexico,
any
or-
country,
yeah,
any
something.
country in South America?
Yeah, because there's
some of the most beautiful places in Mexico.
besides Ukraine, they've already seen that the money is being put off to offshore accounts. They've already shown that. That money's not going for the intended purpose. I mean, Zelensky is nothing more than an entertainer. He's a weirdo.
But hopefully these people
He's
wouldn't.
crooked. He's more crooked than
Hopefully
Louis.
these countries wouldn't be that sophisticated yet to know how to steal.
Right.
I mean, we can teach them,
we can teach them.
and when they get to that point, then I guess we don't help them anymore because they're self-sufficient.
But you know what thing is bizarre about the United States, and we know it's corrupt. And we know our Congress and our senators and all that are all corrupt, but things still get done. I mean, not as good as they should, but in other countries, the corruption is so debilitating. Nothing moves forward for the people. I mean, we have some good stuff here, even though it's corrupt.
Oh,
as it
I'm
is.
happy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think there's some.
I got I call it a shea ship box that I live in. I'm happy.
Well, it's his is not a shit house, by the way. It's a nice place. It's really nice. But I mean, no, I think it's
Really nice.
It's really nice. I mean,
It's
it
a nice
is.
place.
Well, that's what I'm supposed to say. I mean, it's a nice place. I mean, it's really nice. It's well appointed. Looks good.
That's what you're supposed to say.
But I mean, that's what I'm supposed to say. But anyway, I
I
just
call it a shit box.
well, maybe you got a higher standard. I look around and say that's a pretty classy looking place. But my place is crap hole because I don't.
I'm saying nothing about my place. It's just a nice spot. Thank you very much.
Well, you got a dog there, so that's a good thing.
It's
I
a
have
very
4
nice,
dogs.
very
It's
nice.
a very nice.
Our house is a very nice house. But no,
In the middle of the street.
in the middle of the
In the
street.
middle of the street.
No, or you're probably in a cul-de-sac, right? No,
No, actually, we are. We're right down the street. From
No,
us.
he's not Polish.
We're not Polish. We're Italian.
No, he's not
Italian.
cul-de-sac. He is Polish.
That's a good one, man. Cul-de-sac. No, I always thought that was a funny name for dead.
Actually, that's my family name, Kovalzak.
really.
What is that?
Yeah.
That's
On
your
my
Mom's
grandparents' side and my mom's side, Kovalzak.
That's like a lot of the Eastern Europeans and Central European names in my family,
Well,
my mom's family. So
That's the shortened version.
yeah, I got a
What's the
friend.
long version?
It's KOBYLCZAK.
Oh Lord.
It's like
That's
probably
the alphabet almost.
the clerk in Ellis Island.
They had fun with that one. Let's
Dude,
see
dude,
what
dude,
kind of
dude.
name we can make up for the next one.
the Ellis Island
All
person
21
looked at it. They said, "I can't do it. I can't do it." And everyone screaming. Ron runs out of there.
I only have this long to put it in.
Well, I have a friend they shortened his last name, but I guess there's a window in a Catholic church way up in the UP that the family dedicated to, and donated the money for. And the original name it's got 14 letters in it. 14 letters in the last name.
Well,
And they have that in the window.
and then on my and then another family name is Savinsky, and all they did is put 7 and ski together.
Yeah, it's like those are those.
Oh
Those
my God.
No,
How do you make up a Polish name?
Yes.
Or why are
Yes,
why are all Polish names in ski?
why?
Because they couldn't spell toboggan.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
my brother, I have a half brother's last name is Walensky. Okay,
Okay.
because he's my half brother. It's different names, but I joke. He actually came up with that one. He said that's because we couldn't spell toboggan. No, it just they always and the Poles I knew always joked about their
Oh
their
my God! I
personality.
remember growing up.
Yeah, Polish
Poor
jokes.
Polish people were,
And- but they
especially
took
here in Michigan,
But they took it and they
they
actually
loved
laughed
it. They
about it.
loved it.
Yeah.
The Finns always like
The
Finns
that's back
are-
when people could have a sense of humor.
yeah. I mean, people say, well, like that hurts their feelings.
No, there was a book. There was books you could buy in the drugstore that said 101 Polish jokes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like let's face it, we're white. All 3 of us are white guys, and we're the ones at the butt of all jokes. And
Well,
we don't mind the good
I
ones.
think
But,
2 of us are Polish.
yeah, well, you are. Well, so I
Well,
don't
you look like a Polak.
Thanks. No, I'm English. I'm very English.
like,
English?
Yeah, the name.
Barely English.
I'm very English.
The name
I'm
of
English.
Faulkner.
Faulkner. I'm English.
What does that mean, by the way?
What,
Faulkner.
Faulkner?
Yeah.
That was it. Wasn't Faulkner?
He was
a
an
poet?
author. He was
Yeah.
an
He's
author.
yeah.
I'm not related. I have no money from
John,
the Faulkner.
was it John Faulkner? I don't
Um,
remember.
Yeah.
William
William
Faulkner.
Faulkner. William Faulkner. Yeah.
But actually, there was a Faulkner in Davison that actually owned a lot of
Yeah, there's a street named Faulkner Road.
Yeah, I lived on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, try that in the military. That was the last street I had where I was in the military. And you try to explain that you're not rich when you show people that last name on the address. It's like, oh god.
See, my last name is Wilson. It's there's every roads, and I'm not the volleyball company or anything else. So
Hey, what do you think about? Okay, so here's the thing. What do you think about the Michigan coach being fired?
He's a normal person. Just because you're a coach doesn't mean that you don't make bad decisions.
But what do you think about that white women were getting blamed?
White women?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
they were blaming white women for the reason why he got fired.
what was he accused of? What was he accused of? Something?
Domestic, wasn't it? And then no, didn't he break in a house or a garage or something?
No, he went to.
See, I don't know enough about it.
So let me tell you what happened. What I heard. Okay, so he got fired. Went to.
He got fired after he got charged.
He got
Or
fired.
did he get charged after he got fired?
He got charged after he got fired. What he did was he went to his wife. He went to his house. He was going to try to commit suicide. Left there. Went to his ex-girlfriend's, and he got into the house and he grabbed some butter knives and any scissors, and he was going to slit his throat and say, "I want you to watch it because I want you to see what pain you caused me." By that time, I guess the cops got there because his wife called and sent the cops to her house, I guess, and they got him and took him and put him in. So that's the whole thing. Anyways, but so you're thinking that's the whole story. Well, that wasn't the whole story because then he was actually talking to another woman who was an OnlyFans model that I think that the girlfriend who worked for him kind of found the messages that he was kind of texting this OnlyFans model, and then that's why she broke up with him, and then that's where this whole thing came up.
It doesn't make sense, but I don't know.
That's such a story. That's a twisted story, man.
Here's the deal: is that a lot of the people are coming out and saying that they're blaming. This is why black men should never date white women because the black man gets the blame of it. But here's my question:
how did he get I don't understand how you blame him for being suicidal.
They were blaming the white women. But here's my question: why were you cheating on your wife? Is my question.
No, my question is why did whatever happen? Why would he want to commit suicide?
Because he just lost a huge job. Michigan is
okay. So he didn't get fired for doing something wrong. He got let go.
He got let go because
and then after
he was having an affair with his executive assistant.
So who
was blonde.
Blind?
Blonde. The blonde white woman.
So I don't know anything about this. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It sounds like something like Peyton Place or something like this. I mean,
well, no, but here's the deal.
Okay,
the guy gets blamed. The women get blamed.
Okay, so
it's
in my experience, it's always the woman's fault anyway.
Okay,
right?
Kind of. Yeah.
You're the only one with
Yes.
You can't say anything.
You can't say anything.
Yeah,
John and I are both without right now, so we can talk.
We'll get him to say something. We'll expect a phone call later. Yeah, you can sleep down there at the basement of the studio. No. Yeah, bring the dog too. Okay. No. Yeah.
No, I actually don't.
No, it seems like looking from the outside in that you have a good relationship.
Yeah, it does. It's
no, but
that you know your place.
Yeah, I do know where that is. But the thing is, I don't understand. Here's an issue.
Laptop.
You cannot.
Laptop.
You cannot blame older women for your stupidity.
John knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about too, but I'm not going to say anything. Go ahead.
I'm not going to say anything. So,
I think it's a stupid thing to blame other people for your stupidity. If you can't be, if you're in cheat, you gotta have at least enough.
That's what was you're saying. Your wife, then girlfriend went. Oh, there's some. There's overlap here, isn't there? No.
Then there's another woman. So at what point do you stop? You know,
when you get caught.
Yeah, I mean,
how many women do you have to start cheating with
until you get caught? I guess.
Yeah, because I was gonna say how many girlfriends did you hear about? You talking?
It was his girlfriend. He had a wife,
girlfriend,
and then
an ex-girlfriend. And an OnlyFans
model he was trying to get with.
When does he find time to coach?
That's what my question was.
Yeah, it's like when does he?
Was he a good coach?
They were winning.
Was he? He wasn't a head coach, was he?
Yeah, he's a head coach.
Now, if this were a woman having an affair on her husband, would they demand him being fired? I don't think they would.
No.
I don't think they, because it's always
Yeah, but you're a leader of men. You're supposed to be above reproach, at least publicly.
Oh, no. If you're a woman in the same spot, you would still get fired.
you think so?
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yeah, if you're a leader and you're supposed to be developing people
Yeah.
to go on to bigger and better things, you can't have.
I mean, they would cry about
I
it
mean,
and
you
then
can,
get
there
brought
could be
back.
rumors about you, but you can't publicly.
Been rumors about this affair for last year.
Now, how many years has he been in this position?
Harbaugh left 2 years ago.
I was gonna say, it was Harbaugh was had been the head coach there for, yeah. And he left for he went for a professional ball team then, didn't
Yeah,
he?
you went for the Chargers, I
Yeah.
believe.
So it's like, anyway, that's like I can say I don't have this overvaulted or expectation of athletes. I really don't. I mean, to me, they're just people who play a game, and if you look at their past behavior, especially on the professional level in the United States, there are some pretty bad people. I mean, domestic violence, trying to get on planes with firearms, all kinds of abusive behaviors and stuff. So I don't really.
Well, I
hold
remember when I
that
was
position.
first in the Army, or first, and I remember my platoon sergeant our first sergeant asking my platoon sergeant how many DWIs he had. And when he said none, he said, "How can I trust you?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. You can't trust them, man. I mean,
How many times have you been married? Once. I can't trust you at all."
yeah. I mean,
Why, unless you were married more than one time?
Yeah,
yeah. It's
because the
like,
Army's supposed to be your life,
yeah, it's your life, and it's like,
and
yeah,
you're supposed to drink when you get off of work.
yeah. I remember guys when I was growing up who had 2 or 3 DUIs. It was no big deal in the 60s and 70s.
Your
Not
DUIs
well. I
depends how
mean,
many
it
divorces
was.
you have.
If you think about it now, it was a big deal to drive a
It
car.
was a big
drunk.
deal, but
But there's been. I heard my parents tell us stories about how the policemen would follow him home
Mhm.
and not give him a ticket.
yeah, I've heard that too. One of my friends lived out in Grand Blanc, and her dad would drink here in Flint, one of
Well,
ours, and they just follow him. They just follow him. They stop him and say, we'll let you drive home. We're behind
well,
you.
part of the reason the police officers weren't like they didn't have the authority back then that they have now. They would just wait until they got out of uniform and beat their ass.
Right. So he's. No, I just.
I'm
No,
serious.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's not
That's
like
true.
it was. They didn't just say, "Look, dude, you're wearing that uniform right now, but when you take it off."
Remember,
I'm gonna get your ass.
Remember Andy Griffith's show? This guy, he pissed off, Barney pissed off somebody, and once you're
And
on
he
that
wouldn't take
uniform,
off his
he would take his
uniform.
uniform off. He was like wearing it everywhere.
He's
going to
saying,
dances.
Barney, why are you wearing a uniform?
Yeah, he's
No,
like,
back in the day, it was a totally different world.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's like and sometimes I would prefer to go back to that myself. Not the drunk driving. That should always never been tolerated. I mean, my grandmother was killed by a guy we suspect was probably been drinking, but back in '72. But I mean, and you can't make jokes about it. I mean, we're not supposed to, but I don't know.
About
It's a
drunk
coping
driving
mechanism.
or beating up police officers.
Either one, I guess you're not supposed to, but some are
But
pretty funny.
back in the day, police officers used to be from your neighborhood. It wasn't.
Yeah, they
They
were
weren't from
Down
up
the road.
north. Yeah.
like the state troopers. I mean, a lot of them live nowhere near Genesee County. I mean, they're like from the boonies way up north.
Right.
I remember when they first started bringing in more state troopers to patrol Flint. I mean, as soon as that happened, we had 2 or 3.
But I don't want
shootings.
anybody beating up police officers.
No,
No.
it's like no.
I just want to say that. I'm just saying
That's a political.
it's a whole different
Yeah,
world.
we do not condone violence
No,
against
no,
police
it was a
officers.
whole different world 50 years ago.
Yeah, it's like it was a different world, and I think some ways, I mean, I can't say better, but it was different. Okay,
They
I just
weren't
say
as-
that.
oh, come on, man.
In a lot of ways.
How much was a bottle of Coke when I guess they're gonna call us boomers again.
Yeah.
But a bottle of Coke,
was 50 cents.
25
Cents,
cents.
yeah. It was like we'd go to the store across the street from where I grew up at, and we could run a tab there too, and we'd get like a little.
Oh, you say
six-pack.
that on a tab now, everybody looks at you like, what?
Run a tab. They actually would put down all the stuff you bought, the prices and stuff like that, and tally it up, and then a week later you come back and you pay it. Whenever you got paid, you pay that bill, and it was nothing compared to what we got now.
Heck, I was telling Julia the other day, I'm like, I remember I used to love to be able to put stuff away in layaway at Walmart.
Oh, I remember at Kmart would have stuff.
Oh,
My
yeah.
mom would have everybody puts stuff in layaway for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, all throughout the year, you would lay away stuff in and put 90-day layaway. And
I remember my mom going and getting stuff out of layaway and returning.
Okay. Another thing is a good thing if you had a small house and you couldn't hide the gifts from kids, you keep them in layaway till
was a
last
good
minute.
thing because they didn't charge interest.
No,
No, it was the smartest thing for people to do, and they didn't have to go off on credit cards and everything like that.
that was. But they still all layaways? I don't know.
I don't
don't.
know.
Yeah.
I don't think so because
No.
they're not in business to be
Helping people. anymore.
helping people. They're in business to make money.
I remember years ago before.
But I just remember Kmart at layaway.
Yeah.
Walmart used to have it too, and I used to love Walmart.
It was like I remember when Sam Walton
Like,
died. Sam Walton died. Up to that time, pretty much everything you could buy there was American made. Within 3 years of him dead, man, everything.
Yeah,
was
but how
from
hard would
China.
that be now? We don't make any. We don't. I mean, the clothing that we do make is all high end, and you can't
Afford it. Yeah, it's like I was trying to buy. I looked at some jeans that was online advertised on Facebook, made here in the United States, $125 for a pair.
Hmm.
I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. If you want to buy four or five pair of them, you're screwed. I mean, you're
Even one pair is a lot.
right.
But if they're made in the United States, and if you're gonna have, and come on, we're old now. A pair of jeans would they could probably bury you in them.
Yeah, it's just like I'm gonna bury my jeans. I don't.
No,
can't
no,
find
no.
money for
What
them.
I'm saying is, that'll be
Bury
your
jeans.
last pair of jeans at your age.
Bury my jeans. I can't afford the
You say I
casket.
paid $125 for these. I'm gonna wear these every day.
Just hope they don't cremate you. No,
No, you burn these jeans.
Don't burn my
Those
jeans.
jeans were 100.
take them off.
Burn the body, not the jeans.
Yeah, it's like they put it in the cutouts of the will. If they burn the jeans, they don't get their inheritance or something like that. But no, it's like serious. I mean, well, but remember Levi's and Lee's jeans were all made here in the United States. Someplace usually in the down south. I mean, all the textile mills are down there. Now I don't think there's anything.
I know in North Carolina there's a textile mill.
There's still ones.
Yeah, there was one near Fayetteville, I think.
Yeah, that's what they were all like. There's a place my mom and my aunt used to go to, and they used to go buy fabric for making drapes and stuff like that. It was in a small town outside of Flint, but actually they bought it by the pound because they bought it right from the textile mills, like overruns and stuff, and they bought it by the pound, not yard, by the pound.
Right.
And that made it really cheap to buy cloth. You know,
Right.
like, they just went crazy. My mom and her great aunt did. I mean, bolts up basically. They just weighed it and said, okay, put it in the car, $20, 15.
You never knew what color his pants were.
No, that was pretty much for drapes and stuff. But I mean, she did make some nice stuff. I mean, that was a bit, but it was because of the textile mills down there. And
Was that your
Well,
Hawaiian?
remember,
What was that,
Flushing.
Hawaiian Penn State?
Flushing had that. We had a furniture company, right?
Yeah.
Flushing. I forget what the name of it was.
Let's see. There's one I don't remember. Robinson Owasso used to be like a big furniture store. I mean,
Maybe it was
huge.
Owasso. I'm thinking
Yeah, it's
of
Owasso.
Flushing. Owasso.
Owasso was like a huge store. I mean, actually, it's like two sides of the street. I think they had stores in or something. It was huge. And then, yeah, we had some great places, man. I mean, we had, and a lot of it was made in Grand Rapids. A lot of office equipment was made in Grand Rapids for years. A steel case, I guess, is still there.
Steelcase.
Yeah, steel case is still there. But that might be interesting to do that.
It would be good to bring that robot stuff back.
Yeah.
to
If
the
you
country.
could.
Yeah.
But you'd have to teach people the skill again. I mean, I don't think we have the people that can make furniture.
Do you remember years ago? There was a woman I knew. She was originally from New York City, and she works at a pen company that made pens, writing pens.
Right.
And I mean, she actually had a job in there that was putting small pieces on, and these like fountain pens back then. They weren't making ballpoints at that
Right.
point. Beautiful. She had like a collection of the stuff that some of the products that her company made. And when she passed away, I bet that cup holding that thing was probably worth thousands of dollars because the fountain pens are so rare. People
Right.
pay a premium. There's a place that out of Washington, city of Washington, DC.
They're
They used
almost
to
as expensive as a good pair of jeans.
Well, you actually,
Yeah, you're gonna die.
I bought a
He don't burn his fountain pen.
I bought a pen from I think it's Carfarquay or something like that. It was located in DC. I used to get their catalog. I bought one because it was supposed to be wood made from the USS Constitution when they re-outfitted it.
Right.
I paid $120 for that. I got it in my gun safe. Okay, I locked it up. But that was one of the cheapest pens in the entire catalog. They had pens going for $3,000 to $5,000. Writing pens, $3,000 to $5,000.
Really?
Yeah. Could you imagine having them? What kind of income you'd have to even
Or
buy one of those?
How much to refill would you?
Well, those are cheap. They're like standard. They're actually standardized refills. But I mean, the pen themselves, like made with platinum or as certain types of shells and inlaid and handmade and stuff. thousands of dollars for pens.
The wooden one.
Yeah, the wooden ones and also all their materials. But I mean, that was something that just goes to show you the disposable income when they're around DC. So that's why I always thought this has to be around DC because they got a lot of money to spend.
That's your money. You
Yeah,
said
it's-
your
yeah.
tax money.
But it was like I bought one pen from there. I mean, like I
So, you
said,
know, you're gonna find that. Walk through the House of Congress, you'll find every one of those. Guys
yeah,
having those.
those pens there because it's and they
Oh,
put
think
in,
about how much those pens cost that the president
Yeah.
signs things with.
yeah. There's like I think they're $300 to $500 a piece or something like that.
And he hands out what 12 of them.
Yeah.
15 of them every time he signs something.
Right. Exactly. I wrote the J with this, and I wrote the that's what it is, and that's what they do. They write just
Just give him one pin, have him sign all of them, and hand that one pin out. That's it.
make an American-made version of a Bic. That's I mean, serious, hundreds of dollars.
I mean, if you could get a hold of one of those pens, no matter who was president, you would take it.
Oh, I'd
I
take
would.
it.
Yeah, I would. I'd like to have it for collection and the what they call that, the provenance or whatever.
Well, especially if Biden actually used it. It's
You
probably
need all
worth
of
a
it?
lot of money if he actually used the
Right.
pen.
Has he ever used one?
I don't
know.
I don't know if did he sign bills?
Yeah, he did.
In
First
public?
day. He did. In the
Yeah.
First day.
Yeah, I was like, they really propped him up on drugs to make sure he was capable of signing his own name. But
This is seem like a bad dream the whole time.
oh god, I mean, it was
Like it wasn't real when you think about it.
It
It's
was a
about the
nightmare.
things.
That's like I was like, this is like I can't. Every day I do say, what is this idiot?
I
gonna
mean,
do
the
now?
whole COVID thing, it's like unbelievable. I mean, wait until you explain it to if you ever get a chance to explain it to a kid, what
I don't-
happened during that time, who has no, who's born way after the fact.
I don't know how you explain it to somebody how stupid people were.
It's like,
Well, we were part of it, so
yeah, it's like what I didn't like about the intense scrutiny we had because we had a show going up and there were through constant on threat from YouTube. They're going to remove all of our videos.
well, we
and
had
stuff.
that's when we had to move Mr. Moss from YouTube. That's why we found Rumble,
Yeah, because
because of Mr. Moss, because nothing he said, he wasn't being controversial. It was just that he's covering the Constitution.
and they don't
You
like
didn't
that.
like that.
Yeah, well, it's like
Not at the time, because he was sometimes he'd drift into COVID
yeah, it is like
just
and-
because.
well, it was. I mean, it was. I mean, I'm serious. It was okay. They saw it was as a health threat, but you don't suspend the Bill of Rights because of a health crisis.
No,
not
and
because of
then,
war or anything
okay,
else.
Well, our state was stupid
Right.
compared to other states. The level of stupidity in this state was astounding.
I mean,
Going after barbers.
going to like Aldi's, walking around, you had to be going this way. You couldn't go down this aisle because you got to go on the right. That was
Or
insane.
getting yelled at by a Kroger employee. There's nobody in the aisle, but they still wanted you to go all the way down and come all the way back up.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
I didn't do it. I just went. And towards the end, I wasn't wearing the mask anymore. Anyway.
I just think it was a horrific time. I hope we never have to go through it again. But
Oh, I don't think
likely,
they'll let us. I don't think they'll let them do that again. Even in this state, after the things that our governor did with her husband getting when nobody else could have a boat, and
But he
he's
wanted to have a
demanding
boat.
their boat be
Yeah.
let out.
Well, she violated every rule. I mean, she showed up at bars near Lansing
Or
without a
when
mask.
she went to Florida and laying on the beach without a mask.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's laying on the beach, but they had her without a mask in Florida.
I mean, it
But
just
she went to Florida and they didn't have any mask
No.
rules. So she decided she'd go to Florida to
Right.
enjoy all that stuff.
and then she was saying like, "Well, I was visiting my sick dad." Her dad wasn't
And
sick.
then she wouldn't let people see their family. They're dying.
And that happened to
And
one of
then
my aunts.
putting COVID patients in with just everything that went on. It was horrible.
One of my aunts' life was probably shortened because she was in a most extended care situation. They put COVID patients in there, and she also had Parkinson's, and they wouldn't give her a Parkinson's medication for a while either during the pandemic,
Hey,
alleged pandemic.
I
So
just like you guys take the time out to thank TikTok for their support and all the views that we've gotten from them.
we've got quite few, haven't we? Doing pretty well.
Yeah,
We've been
so
doing
if
good.
you
Thank
say-
you, thank you, TikTok.
Thanks TikTok for all the use.
They
That'd be
believe-
great.
Yeah, we do pretty good on TikTok.
Thank you.
Thank you, because we got two people there, and I don't see any comments, but we got two people watching us right now.
They must be really bored.
yeah, it's like, oh, what am I doing this? Oh, it's Wednesday, and I'm really bored. Okay, I'll watch these three guys. Then do you think we should play the music soon, or
I think he's yeah.
yeah?
It's
So
time.
yeah,